If Joe Biden can't even figure out who's bringing cocaine into the White House, he has no business telling us what to do with our land. Let me ask you this. Should Joe Biden have the power to wave his executive order wand and grab up 30% of America's land by the year 2030? You say no? Well, I say no too. My name is Dusty Devers, and I am running for Oklahoma Senate District 32 to protect your rights over your land. In May of 2021, the Biden administration appeased the radical climate activists by unveiling their 30 by 30 plan, or America the Beautiful plan, to take up 30% of America's land and turn it federal by the year 2030. The 30 by 30 plan will harm many Americans, and especially those Americans here in Southwest Oklahoma and in rural farming areas. I have sent a resolution that my team and I worked on to the Comanche County Commissioners, asking them to sign it to stand up against the overreach and to protect our rights. This 30 by 30 land grab will threaten your private property rights. Private property rights are God-given and constitutionally upheld. The 30 by 30 program will threaten landowners' autonomy and freedoms. Second, there will be a great economic impact and loss of production. Our rural farming families depend on their land for ag production and for cattle production. If you take that land from them and turn it federal, there will be great economic impact and loss. Third, it will impact food security. Our local ranchers and farmers depend on their land to produce food for our people. If we convert this land into federal land, we'll no longer have it for the use of food production. Fourth, the 30 by 30 plan will impact cultural continuity. Traditional livelihoods depend on land handed down generation by generation from families. If you take this land from families who have held it for so many years and generations, it will impact traditional livelihoods, heritages, and cultures. Fifth, it will impact how you use your land. We do not need a top-down, inflexible approach to how land should be used. You have the right, as a citizen of this United States and under God, to use your land in any legal way that's best for you and your family. The government should not be coming in and forcing you to use it a certain way. The 30 by 30 land grab will impact local governments and economies. You'll have the federal government reaching into your local area and demanding how you should be using your land. Is that what we want for Southwest Oklahoma, for Comanche County, for Lawton, for Elgin, for Medicine Park, for Cache, for these local communities in Fletcher? We don't want that. We know better how to use our land. How about hunting and fishing? Hunters, do you want more land taken up and away from you to be able to fish and hunt the way you would want? How much do you like all the fees and fines that are attached to the government reaching into what should be our land and our rights to hunt what's on our land and to harvest food for our families the way God would have us? The 30 by 30 land will even make this harder for you. They will reach further into your food harvesting for your family. God gave you and I dominion over the animals. He didn't give the government dominion over the animals. The government's not going to provide for your family and their food. You and I are. That's our rights and our responsibilities before God. We don't need the Biden administration reaching further in and taking away our rights to provide for ourselves. The Constitution does not give the Biden administration, the federal government, the right to take your land and to reapportion it as federal land. They've already taken too much. Now is the time to fight back against them before it's too late. My name is Dusty Devers. I and members of my team have been leading the charge in Comanche County against the Biden 30 by 30 land grab. Vote for me on October 10th, and I will take that fight to the Oklahoma legislature.